Welcome in, IllinoisPrep.com. Skywater King Eric Seals continuing playoff previews, and the Corsairs are up next. This is Eric's squad.
Already.
This is Eric's squad in 7A, the best team in the state, Mundelein Carmel, and they're led by Coach Andy Vitto. And this team is 8-0 in Illinois this year. They got stung by Cincinnati Elder from Ohio, but this team is battle-tested. You saw them against maybe their best played game this year, home, Joliet Catholic. What did you see in that game?
That's the game when I started to have a crush on this team. Okay?
The light went on. It was like,
I started having a crush on this team. Watching them play, I'm going to be honest. When I first saw them, I'm like, because, I'm really big on the look test.
Yeah. Warm-ups,
and, how the coaches are interacting with the players.
You're just like,
everything.
Nothing special.
I was just like, just another team. But after I saw them playing, I was very impressed because they went up against Joliet Catholic, and that's the game where first possession for Joliet Catholic, Josh Ferguson, 80-yard run. Second possession, another 80-yard run by I think Malin Jones or something, and then kickoff return by Josh Ferguson. And so, their defense of the whole first half or the first quarter,
wasn't even on the field, really.
Wasn't even out there. But the thing I did like about the team is they came out after the second half. They adjusted. They were driving the ball down the field. They were maintaining, like the team who can maintain the possession, who can maintain the clock, is always going to be a dangerous team. And so when they were playing against Joliet, it was a really good game. When they played against Marist, they almost lost that game, but they came back and they showed that the thing about that is they showed that they could, they can win in a dogfight. So I'm very impressed by Carmel. I hope I don't jinx them like you have with other teams. I have them going all the way. They're my favorite team, not only in 7A, but I think they're the most talented team in the state.
Yeah, I got them going out of Wheaton South, but I got them going to the state title game. I think the biggest thing you look at here is Joliet Catholic is a mainstay in that conference. And so it was a perfect storm. You get Joliet Catholic at your place and, maybe your best team ever. Carmel's not mentioned with, the Joliet Catholic that often. And so I think this is, Carmel's gotta win state. This has got to be their team of destiny here. Because obviously in high school, kids graduate. It's not like you get to recruit their backups.
No.
So you got to get it done every opportunity you get, and Carmel's certainly a very dangerous team because you're beating Joliet Catholic and Marist, especially back to back.
It's no joke.
You get Joliet at home, you get all fat and happy on that win, and then you got to go to Marist the next week, and you get a come from behind win. That tells me a lot about what this team has. Jordan Coase, big production on the ground. Brian Serio hooking up with Ryan Kappas in the passing game, and that's the thing that really caught your eye was that they were effective in the passing game, which is something that not everyone has, but it's sure a big weapon for Carmel.
Not only that, but having a balanced attack, being able to pass and being able to run. There's not too many teams out there that can do both, and so my thing going into the 7A playoffs with we have both said the most talented class out of all of them.
Yep.
They're going to need that, and
you're going to need to be able to do everything.
You're going to need to be able to do everything. And the positive thing about it is I don't think there's too many teams in the state that can really defend both. So the fact that Carmel can run and they can pass, then they're just going to have to choose their poison.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's going to be interesting if they get to play Wheaton South in the state title game.
That'd be a great game.
The interesting thing is we're still waiting to see what Wheaton South would do if they were in a dogfight.
Yeah, because we don't know yet.
Right. Are they going to, try and extend their possessions a little more Matt Rogers, or are they going to say Riley O'Toole's the best quarterback in the state? We're just going to chuck it left and right and let him make the decisions and win us the ball game.
And that's a question about Wheaton South. It's either they're so good that they don't have to worry about being in a dogfight,
right,
or they just haven't met that team yet. Carmel obviously has been in their dogfight. I think
two of them.
two of them. depending how we have it set up in the brackets right here, seeing Carmel and Simeon go against each other, I think
and maybe Carmel St. Rita the round before that.
Yeah, so I'm getting ready for some good high school football, because this whole 7A bracket and this class in 7A, it's every week it's just going to be just great.
Yes, St. Rita better clean up and be able to throw the ball a little more, and a little more effectively if they're going to beat a team like Carmel.
Yeah, because Carmel, at first they were having a problem stopping Josh Ferguson and their running attack, but eventually they did stop them.
Yeah.
So Juwan Akui, great running back, but this team is good at stopping defenses. I'm sorry, at stopping good running attacks. So,
well, and anytime you get an 80-yard run or a return, not to say that Joliet Catholic is any good team, because they obviously are, but all that stuff's kind of fluky.
Yeah, sometimes it's just a missed assignment. Someone wasn't where they're supposed to be.
And so St. Rita, I mean, it looks pretty good if you look at that bottom quadrant for a Carmel St. Rita quarterfinal.
Yeah.
You can't really expect, when two teams that good play, to have a lot of 80-yard touchdown runs or a return or even an 80-yard touchdown pass. You have to be able to establish the drives, and like you said, Carmel's proven that they can put a drive together, a long drive.
Which I like more than just getting the 80-yard quick hitter, because that might be a missed assignment, but
that can go away easily.
That can go away easily, because it's worse when you have everybody where they're supposed to be and we're still running it on you.
Yeah,
that's the team I want on my team. That's the person I want on my side. So that's Carmel for me.
So Carmel has got the Eric Seals jinx on it, and I think that they're going to get their chance to knock off Wheaton South in the state title game, and I think I said Wheaton South's won 20 or 21 in a row. So by the time they get there, they're going to be it's 26 in a row. But we saw, that doesn't mean much, because obviously Maine South has won 28 in a row.
That does not bother any of these high school teams, especially in 7A.
Yeah. Too many good teams. You can win 50 in a row, and it doesn't matter, because you got Simeon, St. Rita, Carmel, Wheaton South, East St. Louis all rolling around.
Wow.
We keep saying, somebody that's really good is going to get beat earlier than when the season started they wanted to or expected to.
They're still going to be a good team.
So there it is for Carmel. Definitely a serious threat for that 7A state title here in Illinois. Until next time, this has been the Carmel Playoff Preview at IllinoisPrep.com.